Magic the Gathering, all of its affiliates and symbols are all owned by Wizards of the Coast, so please buy the merchandise at stores near you. I'm Rules Master Rob, and this is MTG Rules. Today we will be talking about removal blocking with Lantern Spirit and the effects with Grim and Necrotic Ooze. I have a user submitted question that comes from Joe Sarasuolo 1, which asks, if he has a Lantern Spirit on his side of the field with a Spirit Island able to be tapped, and his opponent has a generic creature on the other side of the field which he wants to attack with, and he blocks with the Lantern Spirit, can he use this effect to bring it back to his hand and, while it being a successful block, not take the damage? Well, Joe, we'll explain everything from generic creatures to creatures with abilities. So first up, we have this Lantern Spirit on the field with this island untapped, and he has a Bonebreaker Giant on the field and his mountain untapped. So what he wants to do now, I've just ended my turn, so he'll start up his turn. And now, after his draw and stuff, now he wants to attack with the Bonebreaker Giant. The question you're asking is, if I block with this Lantern Spirit, will it die, or will it, can I successfully return it to the hand and, not take the damage? Well, the answer is no. You will not take the damage, and the block will be successful, because here's how it works. He attacks with the Bonebreaker Giant. I have a Lantern Spirit blocking him. We are still in the blocking phase. I have assigned all the blockers I can assign. Now this is a successful block. Now before damage is being dealt, that's the assigning damage step. What I'm going to do is tap down the thing, the land, and now I want to bring the Lantern Spirit back to my hand. Now that I've brought the Lantern Spirit back to my hand, we are now in the assigned damage step. Now he's assigning damage to nobody, because I've already brought the Lantern Spirit back to my hand. So the thing of it is, what happens is when he attacked, the damage that would have gone to the Lantern Spirit, because that already been assigned to him since he blocked, now doesn't go towards anything. It's just gone. It floats out there.
Entering my main phase 2. Summon Stampeding Rhino, and I'll end my turn.
Alright, so now he summoned a creature, Stampeding Rhino. It has trample and it's 4/4. So now what I'm going to do is, untap all my lands first. Draw into a card. And play my land. So now, of course, I want to play my Lantern Spirit again, since we were doing such a good time with the, blocking and stuff. And now, I guess I can't do anything else, so I'm going to end my turn.
I'll go. I'm going to enter combat and swing with both my dudes.
Alright, now, here's the thing. Of course, reiterating what I said before, Stampeding Rhino has trample. So now, the thing of it is, with Lantern Spirit, if I should block and leave it, then I'll only take 3. But the catch is, if I block it and do my return to the hand trick, I will take the whole 4 damage. Because again, this is trample. And it must assign separate damage to every separate creature before it hits me. So the thing of it is, this 4 damage, since it's not assigning any damage to a creature, it's all hitting me. So I would take the 4 damage. Now, as for this Bonebreaker Giant, here's another scenario. Now I have a Germ Token, it's not, hasn't done anything yet. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to block it, and then I'll sacrifice it. Because when I block and sacrifice it, that means, it's the same as if I should, use the Lantern Spirit and return it to my hand. It's being removed, but I still confirm the block. So what I'm going to do is I'll block it, and then I'm going to sack it with the Mortar Pod to deal 1 damage to you.
Ouch.
So, yeah. Of course, you know, with everything else, you know, with the creatures and stuff, that also works for first strike, double strike, all those death touch, lifelink, whatever. Whatever deals damage, it has to hit the creature. Save trample, of course, you know. The trample just mows right through and through.
Master Rob,
Yes.
I have a question
And I have an answer.
involving Necrotic Ooze and Grimgrin Corpseborn.
Go for it.
I'm reading the Necrotic Ooze card, and it says, as long as Necrotic Ooze is on the battlefield, it has the activated abilities of all creature cards in all graveyards.
Yeah, that's correct.
And then I'm reading Grimgrin Corpseborn. The only activated ability it has is sacrifice another creature, untap Grimgrin, and put a +1/+1 counter on it.
So what are you trying to say?
Well, Necrotic Ooze can copy its ability, but Necrotic Ooze, it's not named Grimgrin.
Oh, I see what you're trying to say. So what you're trying to ask is if the effect would work since it's not Grimgrin.
Yes.
All right. Let me explain this. This is what we call a technicality ruling. Wizards of the Coast does this a whole entire lot. So I'm going to explain as best I can. If you see this Grimgrin right here. If this Grimgrin says untap Grimgrin, if Necrotic Ooze or any other creature should copy it, the copied card is counted as the Grimgrin. So that means, for instance, as a demonstration, you just ended your turn, and I'll begin mine. And of course I'll draw a card. And of course it's a forest. Don't even know what that's doing there, but I'll put it down anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Grim. First I'm going to attack first. You know, to get it tapped. So you'll take 4 damage. And then I'm going to use Grimgrim's ability to untap it like this by sacrificing another creature and getting 1/1 counter on it. So I'll just use this. So now I have the counter on it. Yes, of course. As the technicality ruling, the effect counts as the entire copy of the Grimgrin. So if this is a Grimgrin, this is counted as a Grimgrin if it's affecting its copy, you know. If you have any rulings question, leave it in the comment box below. We do mostly standard, commander, legacy, all of those formats we can do. Also, if there's any cards that might come up that we don't have, we will usually proxy them or authenticate them somehow. This has been Ruled Master Rob, signing out.